This is a video response to Never Enough Ammo's question on what the process is like in other states as far as to get your concealed weapons permit or license. I live in Florida, and it was actually pretty easy. I mean, it was kind of long, but it was easy. Pretty much all you had to do was go to take a 4-hour class. And basically the 4-hour class is to basically demonstrate that you know how to use a firearm. In the state of Florida, that's all you have to demonstrate, that you know how to use a firearm from an approved instructor, which is usually a NRA approved instructor. Or if you were in the military, you can show your DD-214. And if you're prior law enforcement, you can show your recent qualification certificate or score, and that's pretty much all you would have to do as far as that. Now, for me, I got my license 11 years back, and I wasn't a law enforcement officer, and I had never been in the military. So when I did it, I had to take an actual class. Pretty much the guy, I already knew how to shoot, but and I knew how to unload the weapon, but they still have to go through that process with you when you take the class. I went to my local gun shop and I got a card of a guy who comes directly to your home. Me and 2 other friends did it, and he came to our home, and he was a very serious guy. He was about his business. He basically gave us a course on firearm safety, how to store a weapon, how to use a weapon, how to unload a revolver and semi-automatic handgun. He pretty much went over when you can and can't use deadly force, where you can and can't carry your weapon, and pretty much what weapons you can carry. In the state of Florida, you can pretty much carry almost whatever you want. I mean, it's a concealed weapons, it's a concealed firearms and concealed firearm and weapons license, so you can carry other concealed weapons like a knife, taser, whatever you pretty much want for the most part. Pretty much after he did the class, he took us to the range. We went to the range and we shot. He just basically all he wanted to demonstrate, he wanted us to demonstrate is that we knew how to use the firearm. Once we demonstrated that, he signed off on our license or on our certificate, and pretty much after that, the next day I went, got fingerprinted. After I got fingerprinted, I got 2 passport pictures and $117, and the application itself, which I had filled out and had to have notarized. After that, pretty much some of the things that were on the application, it was common sense. It was just pretty much don't be a bad person, don't have a felony, don't be dishonorably discharged, don't have any mental issues, nothing like that. Once I did that, I mailed it off to the Department of Agriculture. At the time, it wasn't called the Department of Agriculture, it was the Department of State. And once I did that, I mailed it off. They said on the application, when you get the application and on the instructions, it could take up to 3 months. Mine took exactly 3 months from the date that they received it. I sent mine certified mail. And I got my license. And pretty much in Florida, like I said, you can carry anything you want, as many guns as you want, and almost any kind of gun you want. And you can go anywhere. It's pretty much like any other state. You can carry anywhere other than like federal buildings, the common places that you can't carry, federal buildings, post office, sporting venues, things like that. Now the process has gotten a little bit easier. I can say quicker, let me say that. It wasn't hard before, and it's a little easier now. Same thing, if you're prior military, all you need to do DD-214, but now it's electronic. So when you can pretty much go directly to the Department of Agriculture's division, just walk into the state building, there's a division in there, you walk in there with $117, a passport picture, and one of those 3 things I said before, which is your DD-214, your law enforcement certificate or range score, or your actual NRA approved class certificate from that class. And you walk in there, they do your fingerprints via electronically. They do the application for you online, and they send it directly to Tallahassee, and it takes 10 days. My brother recently did it. He did it like 2 months ago, and he got it in 10 days. Most of the other friends that I've seen that have done it got it in 10 days. And one thing I will say, I've had my license longer than most of my friends, longer than most people I know. I've had it 11 years, and the way they're doing it now is really, really fast. It took mine 3 months. It takes them 10 days. And the license lasts for 7 years now. Before it was 5 years. Now it's 7 years. So I like it. It's pretty cool. And that's how they do it pretty much in Florida. Thanks.